Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines. Quiet desperation equals a plan for your escape. I'm going to give that to you today. We're going to talk about global warming. Is it something that's happening, or is it just another attempt at tyranny? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, the crypto market is $1.55 trillion. It's up 1.8%. And by the way, you could be one of the people that is living their life in quiet desperation. Well, I'm going to give you the plan for your escape today in the Freedom Zone. I hope you will click the link and join us, as well as we will take on global warming and what that really is. I'm going to give that to you in multiple angles inside the Freedom Zone as well. Right now, Bitcoin 39,400 plus, Ethereum 2,100 plus as it's still moving up. Tether market cap 89.5 billion plus. XRP 62 cents right now, up 2.2 on the 24-hour, off 0.5% on the 7-day. Range of price really quickly, very tight right now. 0.6138 on the bottom, 0.6319 on the top. It's opened up a little bit, but we're sitting smack dab in the middle at 62 cents. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's linked to private equity. If you haven't done it, what are you waiting for? Join the over 500,000 registered users. Click the link below, sign up and register, and find out what's available to you. You're not going to believe it. Yeah. Send me a message like the hundreds and hundreds of others that I've heard from that are just incredibly happy about the opportunities they've discovered. Don't count yourself out now. Right here, we start with this. The SEC sought Chief Judge Robert Shelby's backing through an ex parte filing, meaning without notifying defendants. Now, before we go any further, this is all based off of Stuart Alderani's tweet that we covered the other day, where he called out the massive inconsistencies I'm politely referencing, that were made and cited by different judges in court cases, from the SEC court case against Ripple, from the one in Coinbase case, and then the Grayscale case, and how the judges in each of those cases have cited the improper approach to these cases, by citing they lacked a faithful allegiance to the law, and they had a duty to respond in good faith to Coinbase's petition, and the court finds that the SEC was inconsistent in their treatment and arbitrary and capricious in the Grayscale case. It's like the list goes on and on with what has happened here. It's really, really despicable. And with that, we go back to what Cowboy Crypto cited here. Asserted required emergency action given attempts to transfer assets and investor funds abroad. Shelby later found the SEC urgent claims were misleading or outright false. No proof was found that asserts that asset transfers overseas were happening when the SEC applied for an asset freeze. Statements also imply the Commission's investigation was covert, which has not been established. Now, this is more despicable actions happening inside of the SEC. A long list now in multiple different cases. When is Congress going to act not only for legislation putting the SEC back in its own lane, but when are they going to issue the subpoenas that they threatened that they were going to do? Oh, boy. Vote them out. I don't give a crap what side of the aisle they're on. Vote them out. Until they start hearing our voice, vote them out. Rosie Rios, XRP's primary purpose is facilitating cross-border payments while other cryptos find their value in speculation. Clearly distinguishing here that there's use case for XRP that will determine its price. Its young life has been hung up in speculation because of a lack of clarity. Hello, Congress. And again, China out in front, releasing their digital yuan. We know what they did. This was from back in 2021, setting the stage for the conversation today. This is Anthony, welfare advisor for Ripple here. I'm not going to play this entire clip, so let's check this out. I want to talk about a major point that he brings up here.
Taking CBDC seriously, we work with lots of different banks. The most important part, though, is to start with stable and resilient and secure base. If you think about a CBDC, it's the country's money, it's the sovereign nation money, it's the most important money, digital currency, whatever we call it, that we have in our countries.
And there you have it. He's giving respect and paying homage to the current currencies of the world, and where they are the most important, the most respected currencies of the world. Going back to the idea and understanding what Rosie Rios has told us years ago, the primary purpose of XRP is to facilitate cross-border payments. We also know settlement of derivatives, products, and things of that nature as well, which also have huge cross-border implications. But the reality here is it doesn't compete. It's not a speculative asset, while like other cryptos, as she highlights there. He's highlighting in this that XRP does not infringe on the other currencies, but actually complements the other currencies and helps take and remove the friction from the system. Now, here we have a couple powerful clips from Pegah Saltani, the head of payments products at Ripple, alongside of Google and NASA, as she breaks down the legacy system is a $1.6 trillion problem with a 6% failure rate. How about that one? Let's listen to this clip.
Pegah Saltani. Pegah is the head of payment products at Ripple, where she leads development for Ripple's payment solutions, which leverages crypto liquidity and blockchain technology to enable cross-border payments globally. Prior to joining Ripple, she held a variety of leadership and consultancy roles in financial technology across early stage and established companies, including McKinsey and Morgan Stanley. Pegah holds a bachelor's from University of British Columbia and an MBA from London Business School. So, welcome to each of the panelists, and we shall start ladies first. Pegah, what specific advantages does cryptocurrency offer in the realm of cross-border payments? And what is the compelling utility?
Thanks, Lisa. And great to be here with Bryce and Chris as well. Nice to meet everyone. So to answer your question, let's start with level setting on some of the pain points. I know there's a lot of people from different industries in the audience, and traditional cross-border payments today are done based on what's called correspondent banking. And correspondent banking networks use really old technology. So it's pre-internet era, pre-digitization of commerce. It's really fragmented, super error prone, and results in slow payments. And it also results in a lot of capital trapped around the world, where people try to mask some of the issues by pre-positioning capital. In the fintech space, we've seen a lot of apps come out. They make a shiny front end, try to enhance the user experience, make it pretty, whatever. But the back end remains very much the same old system that was used for decades. And blockchain and crypto can really address this infrastructure layer to provide better, efficient, more transparent payments for consumers. Crypto solutions for cross-border payments like Ripple Payments that we've built, they modernize the payment stack. So as a result, customers can have always available payments. So right now, payments are limited by bank hours or holidays or weekends. With crypto, it's on all the time, 24/7. Global real-time settlement, and that removes pre-funding, the capital that people are having to put around the world, and provides it at a lower cost. At Ripple in particular, we use XRP to bridge between different fiat currencies. And XRP runs on XRP Ledger, which settles in 2 to 3 seconds. And we've used the solution to serve hundreds of customers around the world. achieve various types of savings. And the savings are multidimensional. One bucket is around financial savings. So that's removing the pre-funding because it's 3 to 5 days to settle otherwise. And it's also removing lost revenue because if you haven't forecasted properly or planned properly for the payments that you need to do, then you can't serve that customer. The second bucket is around operational costs. So error rates can be as high as 6%. And every time a payment fails, like there's people literally calling each other or like maybe fax machines, but it's quite expensive. And then the third is maintaining the legacy technology that these systems are running on, which is estimated at $1.6 trillion annual costs for the industry.
Now think of that. $1.6 trillion just to run and maintain the legacy system that everything is failing at 6% error rate on. Yeah, that's not a solution for the future make right there. But Ripple and the XRP ledger is, ladies and gentlemen. And what's it going to take? It's going to take Congress. It's going to take FSOC. It's going to take the Treasury, the Fed that sit on FSOC and the other agencies as well. I believe working together collaboratively, because stable coins are not just the on and off ramp. As we all understand, that's how you get in and get out of the digital asset space. They are also the golden brick that is going to bring banking 24/7, 365 into the new world, into the fourth industrial revolution. Because once you have legislation properly in place for stable coins, banks will not have to sit on the sideline anymore. Instantly, as I said, they'll be 24/7, 365. And then you're going to have a real need for a bridge asset to settle all of this digital friction that's moving around to speed up the paper world. Take a listen here.
The Federal Reserve has a strong interest in ensuring that any stablecoin offering operate within an appropriate federal prudential oversight framework.
But when are you going to move into stablecoins?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
Now that seems very calculated to me because, like, yes, we're excited too. But it sounds like a very smart business calculated move. Like, we need clarity without saying we need clarity is what I'm hearing here. We get clarity and we'll happily dive into stable coins. But maybe it's just that they don't want to dive into stable coins deeply until there is legislation. So there's no question about what's taking place on the XRP ledger. Isn't it?
Look, I think the stablecoin market is fascinating. Will we do or say more than that? Not today.
The federal
Not today. Do we say more than that? Not today. Why is that such a touchy subject? Why is that such a place that Brad can't go? Why is that? I find it fascinating. I really do.
Federal Reserve has a strong interest in ensuring that any stablecoin offering operate within an appropriate federal prudential oversight framework.
There it
The
is.
potentially fast and wide adoption of a global stablecoin, potentially a global currency governed only by the incentives of a private company, is something that will deserve and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations. And
You know, this is the thing right here. And look, give 24 Hours Crypto a follow for putting this great clip together. It goes on and on and on. You get the point here. Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve isn't saying global stable coin for no reason. Something's coming. Is it a new dollar on the back of XRP? Is XRP the new wholesale CBDC for the United States back end? There's multiple ways that this could go. Multiple ways that this could go. And I'm excited to see which one of them is the way that it goes. And until then, Dark Defender reminds us here that $1.88 in the short term, XRP is continuing towards it. However, We need to see the primary and most substantial level is still met, which is 66 cents. We're currently at 62 because the Fibonacci level says so. That's the weekly trend intersect right there. The weekly candle closes to this level. It says bullish indicators. It says, I expect XRP to break here next week to continue the $1 target. And I wouldn't be upset about it, and I know you wouldn't either. But right now, it's time for us to get into the freedom zone, ladies and gentlemen, where we are going to give you the plan for your escape for anyone who is living their life in quiet desperation. And I know there's a bunch out here, but I also know that someone out here is going to be triggered to take action after they hear it. We got that and so much more in the Freedom Zone. For the cost of a cup of coffee, you can be in tune with it all, and 0 Google ads on the daily content we provide on the channel as well as a private, full access Digital Perspectives Telegram group. Join us inside, ladies and gentlemen. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. I'll catch all of you on the next one.